We sung at schoolmasters, family masses, and concerts. We even sang the national anthem at a charity hockey game to honor our first responders. And we brought joy to lots of people when we went Christmas caroling around the neighborhood during the holidays. We've sung lots of songs over the past 8 months, and the next few we'll sing for you tonight are some of our favorites. We were a circle beyond broken, by and by, Lord, by and by. times when we're singing, we have a theme. When we sing for our veterans, the theme is that we love our country. When we sing for St. Patrick's Day, the theme is our neighborhood's Irish heritage. And when we sing during Catholic Schools Week, our theme is that we are proud to be warriors. But some themes that run through our songs all year long are peace, love, and of course, the power of music. Here are a few of those songs. guess that's why there are so many beautiful songs written about her. Here are a few of those songs.
Jesus.
really special. He brought some of the most talented singers in the world together on one night to record a song. This one song raised millions of dollars to fight hunger in Africa. Some of these singers were Lionel Richie, Bruce Springsteen, and Ray Charles. These names didn't mean that much to us, so Ms. Kozlowski told us that it would be like if Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, and Kendrick Lamar all recorded the song together. On that night in 1985, the musicians walked into the recording studio and saw a sign that Quincy Jones had put on the wall. The sign said, "Check your egos at the door." I think the world would be a better place if everyone remembered to do that a little more often. We hope you enjoy our choir's rendition of "We Are the World."
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, oh, it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, it's you and me. We can go on pretending day by day that the world somewhere will soon make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
How about this choir, huh? Yes, indeed. All right, guys, have a seat for a minute. Have a seat, take a breath. It's a lot of singing. It's very hot up here. So they're doing great. So this is our point in the concert where we're going to award some special acknowledgments for the year. And before we do that, I need to throw out a few thank yous that are very important. I want to start with our principal, Mrs. Michelle Mitchie. While unfortunately for family reasons she couldn't be with us tonight, she is a tremendous supporter of the arts, from this choir program to the amazing musical that these kids put on every year to our visual arts program. She's just been a huge proponent of the arts and arts education for St. Cajetan students, and these programs would not be so successful without that support. So let's give her a round of applause. We had the pleasure of having her as our assistant choir director for the first half of the year until the school musical and her beautiful new baby Brendan started filling up every single minute of her day. So I believe she is here tonight, though. I want to acknowledge her for all her great work, and if you stand up. Who are my parents, Beth and Dennis Hart. Could not do this program without them. They are here for every rehearsal, they're here for every mass, they're here for every performance, and they are doing all of the things that need to be done to run a choir that happen behind the scenes, which means filling the books with music and taking attendance and handing out name tags and answering questions like, can I go to the bathroom, and I have a nosebleed and I need some water, and all the things that I don't have to do because they're here, so I can just focus on teaching and creating this beautiful music with these guys. So Mom and Dad could not possibly do this without you. Please stand up so we can. I need to acknowledge our outstanding accompanist, Joe Krieger. Joe is an incredible talent on the piano, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. He is such a wonderful partner to work with. No matter what I say, no matter what I say I want to do, no matter what I say I want to try, Joe is always like, yeah, we can do that. I wonder sometimes what on earth he is thinking in his head. When I say some of these things, no matter how much I change my mind, change a key, sometimes in the middle of the song, he's always just like, I got it. And so for that and so many more reasons, he is a wonderful partner. I'm actually, as you give him a round of applause, I'm going to invite Joe on up here to say a few words himself. So come on up, Joe.
My thing started off exactly like yours. Hey, how about this choir here tonight? Amazing. Good evening, and it is a very good evening. I just wanted to say, as music director of St. Cajetan Church, when I first arrived here 6 years ago now, when our 8th graders were in 3rd grade at that time, I remember speaking to the congregation at the first family mass in which I assisted. There was Colleen at the helm, Ben at the guitar, and I spouted out, well, I can certainly see what a drawing card this choir is. And the Warbling Warriors, under the direction of a very professional and precise and pleasant Mrs. Colleen Kazabowski, are thriving every time they sing. From the piano, I get to watch the transformation that takes place on those young, energetic faces from year to year, but also just from 2:15 to 3:15 on a Wednesday afternoon. So in a world where there's not so much harmony all the time, to have a place where the kids can detox and reset, reboot, if you will, is a priceless wonder. I'm a choir kid myself, St. Teresa's, Kankakee, Illinois. To the guys in the choir, we appreciate you so much. Surrounded by other guy voices if you decide to stick with them. Like Colleen and some of you out there tonight, from my time singing in choirs, I know the value of that 1 hour rehearsal every week. And standing in front of an audience and sharing a talent, a God-given and director-honed talent. These are some of the finest moments we will all experience together in our lives, truly. Whether on the altar or on a stage or watching our loved ones from the congregation or an audience. So my wholehearted respect and kudos to Colleen, her invested parents, Beth and Dennis Hart, her supportive daughter, Claire, Mrs. Anna Zordan, who was with us the first semester. And all I can say is, Warbling Warriors, we are all proud of you. We enjoy listening to you. Thank you for the music. You make our lives more uplifting for sure. You make us feel. You engage our hearts and our ears. Please continue serenading us tonight and always.
All right, beautifully said by Joe. So now we're going to move to the portion of our evening where we present some choir awards. And we're going to start with our newest members of the choir, our fourth graders down here. So it's always such a boost to the group in about mid-October when the new fourth graders come into choir, because they bring with them so much energy, so much excitement, just so much joy to be singing, and that is a contagious kind of enthusiasm that spreads through the entire group. This group in particular has been such a joy to teach and watch how well they have done. They are so enthusiastic, and that has not changed from the first week they got here to last week for their last rehearsal. They come running into the church on Wednesdays. They are the first ones here, ready to go. And a hard thing about being a fourth grader in this choir is now that this program has been established for some years, there is some music that we sing year after year that the older kids already know and the new kids do not. And we don't have the kind of time to reteach it to them. So what they have to do is they have to listen to the recordings I send out on email, and they've got to learn a lot of that music on their own and come back and be ready to sing it. And this group has done exactly that, has stepped up beautifully this year. I want to first call out a couple of fourth graders who really distinguished themselves this year. The first one is a choir member who really has quite the knowledge of some of the background of some of the music that we've done, which was really a fun surprise. In a few minutes, you'll hear us do a medley of songs from the musical we went to see this year, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And when I presented this to the choir, what I was hoping when I asked the question, does anyone know where the story of Joseph comes from? I was hoping somebody would be able to say the Bible. And this particular choir member not only knew it was in the Bible, she knew what chapter and verse it was. So, our Music History Award for this year goes to our fourth grader, Miss Maggie Jedry. Maggie, Thank you, Maggie. So, our second fourth grader to really distinguish themselves is someone for whom you have probably noticed it tonight, and probably if you've seen her sing before with this group, the joy of making music is just all over her face when she is singing. I'm told that she is literally the most expressive singer that people have ever seen, and it's just a joy to watch her sing, and I think she brings a lot of smiles to a lot of people's faces because of that. So our Music Expression Award goes to Eleanor Nabriza. Joe read off the names of all of our fourth graders so they can all get a little token of our appreciation for all their hard work this year. Guys, when you hear your name, just stand up for me, and we will hand you something that you are not going to play with, and you are going to put down next to you and just leave alone until the end of the concert. And hard as that is, and so we'll read off the names, and then let's just hold our applause till we get to the end of our fourth grade class. All right, fourth grade.
Faith Chukwu.
Oh, hold on, guys. Wait till everybody's done.
Favor Chukwu. Grace Cummings. Sam Eddy. Maggie Jedry. Riley Joyce. Vivian Lazara. Maeve McElligott. Eleanor Nabriza. Mary Alfnet, Evan Tate, May Urban, and Brooke Winkler.
There's our fourth grade. Okay, now moving on to our fifth grade students. So it's amazing what most of these guys were with us last year as the newbies, and it's amazing, excuse me, what a difference 1 year in choir makes. They come back the second year much more mature, much more focused, learning their music faster, much less timid, but still with all that great enthusiasm that they came in with the first year. So that's really a joy to see that. With this particular group, one of the things that they really excel at is some creativity, particularly in the areas of when we add some actions and some movement to our choir. And I'm going to single out a couple of them for that. They do this, they really love doing this, and they do it so often that they're even doing it often when I'm telling them not to do it. So what I've decided is just to harness that for next year, and these two girls that I'm about to mention now, I'm really going to tap into to help us do some choreography and do some more movement in our songs because they like it so much. So our choir artistry award goes to two of our 5th graders, Stella Rogers and Catalina Stacy. The same thing where Jill will read the names of all of our 5th graders so they can all get a little something.
Okay. Frankie Hooker, Violet Kant, Morgan Lynch, Ellie McGinnis, Stella Rogers, Catalina Stacy, Addie Ubenel, and Ellie True.
Our 5th grade. All right, moving on to our 6th graders. This group is very special to me. They are an extremely talented bunch. You've seen a bunch of them do solos tonight, and you'll see a few more of those. They're just very, very talented. They're very musical, unusually so for their age, and they're also very mature, and that's a very good thing because they are going to get catapulted a year early into the leadership role because for some kind of fluke of scheduling, we have no 7th graders in our choir. So our 6th graders are immediately going to be jumped up to the leadership role next year as 7th graders, and they'll have that for 2 years. So I'm really excited how mature they are already. A couple of them that have distinguished themselves. One of our 6th graders is musical in more than just singing, and we have featured this person sometimes playing her drum. And I was asked this why we weren't featuring her in this concert, and I had to stop and think about it. Why didn't I have her playing the drum in this concert? And finally I realized it's because I need to pull her voice out of the choir. It's the bottom line because she's so talented. But she really does bring a lot with her percussion, and we're going to add some more of that next year for sure. So our MVP choir award goes to Morgan Mankowski. And the second 6th grader I want to recognize, this is a little bit of a bittersweet moment. This person has been in choir since 4th grade, has always been here with so much joy, with so much interest and maturity, very talented, but also just takes the music very seriously and clearly loves to sing. And it's bittersweet because we have to say goodbye to him tonight because he's going to finish the rest of his elementary school career at the Keller Regional Gifted Center because he is very bright. And we're very excited for him to have that opportunity, but we are really going to miss Danny Eddy. All right, and now I will have Joe read all of our 6th graders' names.
Danny Eddy. Mary Sarah Fitzpatrick. Lily Jennings. Anne Young. Cassidy Lazar. Morgan Mankowski. Tessa Metzger. Hannah DeBriza. And Mary Kate Bayer. Okay, so finally we move to our 8th graders, to our class of 2025, who graduated at the end of this week. I have nothing but respect and admiration for these 4 young women. They have stuck with choir since they were 4th graders, and that is not easy to do because with all of the competing priorities that these kids have between sports, and a lot of these girls are also in plays, not just here, but in other places around the neighborhood, their studies, all of the things that they have going on as they get ready for high school. But these 4 stuck with us, they came to practice, they were the leaders I needed
them to be. They were the anchoring voices I needed them to be. Oftentimes without asking, when we were, for example, on our Christmas caroling tour during the holidays where we were on a bus and we had to get everybody on the bus and off the bus and on the bus and off the bus. Every time we were at a new house, and my 8th graders, without even being asked, just carefully jumped in, made sure everybody was safe, made sure everybody was together. They've given me great advice and insight and feedback on how we can do things better and more fun in the choir, and I really appreciated that. And so I'm really going to miss them, and I just know they're going to do great things. So we can clap for them individually, starting with Claire Farrell. Then we have Mari Kelly. Sarah McClellan. And Maggie Schultz. Okay, so that concludes our awards section of the program. I have one more thank you I want to throw out there, and that is just to all of you parents who are parents of the choir members up here. Thank you for encouraging them to do this. Thank you for encouraging them to stick with it, for getting them to practice, for getting them to performances, for getting them to practice their music when I email you and ask you to. It's been, your commitment is key to their commitment. So I want to thank you so much for lending me your children and encouraging them to have this experience. So we have just a few more songs for you tonight that I think you're really going to enjoy. So to get back to it, I'm going to turn things back over to tonight's narrator. How about him, by the way? He has done a fantastic job. So choir, you guys are going to leave your presents at your seats and stand up for me, and I'm going to turn it back over to Evan.
I'm in 4th grade, so this is my first year singing with the Marbling Warrior. But some choir members have been a part of the group for 3, 4, in the case of our 8th graders, even 5 years. So I guess you could say that they've kind of grown up in this group. We'll now sing a great song for you that's all about growing up.
I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to
special musical. This year, the show was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and it was a ton of fun. We always learn a group of songs from the show we see and perform them at our spring concert. So please enjoy this upbeat medley from Joseph. Graduate later this week. Tonight's final song is dedicated to the St. Cajetan class of 2025.
I see trees of green.
We'd like to say thank you to Mrs. Kozabowski and Mr. Krieger for leading our amazing children's choir this school year. Thank you for the time you invested in our rehearsals, for the patience you showed when we were learning new music, and for the love of music that you have instilled in each and every one of us. Our choir brings so much joy to St. Cajetan Parish, and it is all because of you. We'd like to take a group picture, so can you please join us on the altar?
Hold on, let's see.